Chapter 1. What's new? Last year, the BMW iX came in just 2 flavors, but for 2026, the Bavarians stretched the menu to 3. The entry-level xDrive 45, the sweet spot xDrive 60, and the all-out M70 xDrive. Horsepower now spans 402, 536, and an eye-watering 650, while every trim finally breaks the 300-mile EPA barrier. The xDrive 60 reaches an impressive 364 miles, the base 45 clocks 312, and even the powerhouse M70 still sneaks past with 303. Just as shocking, the price of admission drops by more than 12 grand to $76,325 before options. In a year when most automakers blame inflation for sticker shock, BMW does the unthinkable: more speed, more range, less cash. Chapter 2. Numbers that matter. Bench racing statistics paint a clear picture. The new xDrive 45 should sprint to 60 in a hair under 5 seconds, the xDrive 60 will land around 4 flat, and the M70 detonates off the line in the low 3s. All 3 deliver dual-motor all-wheel drive, a liquid-cooled battery between 100 and 113 kilowatt-hours, and peak fast charge rates up to 195 kilowatts. Level 2 home charging is handled by an 11-kilowatt onboard charger, meaning a completely empty pack refills overnight without drama. Yes, curb weight nudges 3 tons, yet the iX still outpaces a traditional M3 to the next traffic light. Chapter 3. The drive slip. Behind the hexagonal wheel of the xDrive 45 and the first stomp of the accelerator reveals why 400 horsepower in an EV feels like old-school V12 torque. The base setup fires the iX down suburban straights with a shove that never fades, thanks to instant electric thrust and a seamless single-speed gearbox. Rough pavement around New Jersey turns into background noise as the 4-corner air suspension and adaptive dampers float over potholes, while rear-wheel steering sneaks the big body through tight city lanes like a compact hatch. Move up to the xDrive 60 and the character sharpens. An extra 134 horses combine with lower rolling resistance tires to make the throttle feel telepathic, and the added range means you can chase backroad twisties all afternoon without hunting a charger. Then there is the M70. Engage launch control, mash the right pedal, and 650 horses plus 811 pound-feet fling nearly 6,000 pounds to 60 in just over 3 seconds. The chassis refuses to fall apart under the onslaught. No wheel wriggle, no seasick body motions, just a smooth freight train surge of speed and a planted stance through sweepers that puts some sports cars to shame. Chapter 4. Charging and range reality. On paper, a 195 kilowatt peak charge is only mid-pack when rivals like Volvo's X90 hit 250 and Lucid's Gravity gulps 400. Yet BMW's Curve proves flat and friendly. A real-world 10 to 80% top-up takes about 31 minutes, barely enough time to grab coffee and scroll notifications. Our highway loop at 75 miles per hour showed the outgoing iX stretching to 290 miles. With silicon carbide inverters and low-friction bearings, the 2026 xDrive 60 should flirt with 330-plus in identical conditions. Translation: New York to Washington, D.C. on a single stint, with electrons left to hunt for parking. Chapter 5. Tech and Luxury. Inside, the iX still feels like BMW's rolling concept car. Operating system: 8.5 may not be the brand's newest software, but it streams YouTube, hosts Air Console games, and flashes abstract digital art screensavers across a single curved display that seems to hover above the dash. The Driving Assistance Professional Suite now offers hands-free cruising up to 85 miles per hour on mapped highways, gently nudging the wheel to suggest safe lane changes whenever the driver glances at the mirror. Radiant heat panels, hide-in door cards, armrests, and even the lower dash, warming occupants on chilly mornings long before the climate system cranks. Standard seats wear faux leather and microfiber, yet an eco-friendly wool blend arrives as the breakout option, providing sweater-soft comfort without the cowhide premium. Glass crystal seat controls and a jewel-like drive selector remain available, turning everyday switches into art gallery curiosities. Chapter 6. Design Debate. BMW polishes the controversial shell, but refuses to tame the statement. Thinner LED headlamps mimic the angled graphics of the enlarged grille, whose frame can now illuminate after dark. Black cladding gives way to painted metal for a cleaner side profile, and the aft bumper integrates aero fins borrowed from BMW's electric race program. Whether the iX looks futuristic or freakish is still a matter of taste. What cannot be denied is the presence it commands in traffic, where lesser SUVs part like the Red Sea the moment they spy the towering twin kidneys glowing in their mirrors. Chapter 7. Competitive Context. Line the iX against its main rivals and the value argument crystallizes. Audi's Q8 e-tron tops out at 300 miles but never approaches BMW's pace. Mercedes-Benz's EQE SUV offers similar horsepower, yet lags in range and still costs more when comparably equipped. Cadillac's Lyriq undercuts on price yet cannot match the BMW's ride sophistication or cabin theater. Tesla's Model X benefits from the supercharger network, true, but its interior quality and panel gaps remain internet memes. The newcomer Lucid Gravity aims for 400 miles and record charge rates, yet early production slots will soar past 130 grand. Rivian's R1S is a Swiss Army knife with 7 seats and 4-motor trickery, but real-world. Efficiency struggles to crack 300 miles at highway speed. Against that backdrop, the iX blends German road manners, meaningful range, fresh tech, and now a surprisingly attainable sticker. Chapter 8. Owner Economics. Lower entry pricing means a wider swath of shoppers can swing financing without surrendering every option. Factor in federal tax credits for domestic assembly. BMW builds the iX in Dingolfing, Germany, so credit availability depends on future Treasury guidance, and the effective cost may dip even further. Scheduled maintenance on electric BMWs includes complimentary service for 3 years or 36,000 miles, and regenerative braking reduces wear on pads and rotors. Electricity rates vary, yet a typical American household paying 15 cents per kilowatt hour spends roughly $18 to add 300 miles, while a comparable X5 40i would guzzle $50 of premium unleaded to travel the same distance. Chapter 9. Future-proofing. BMW's modular battery pack sits in a robust aluminum frame that can be replaced module by module instead of entire packs, future-proofing against degradation and tightening warranty costs. Over the air. Updates push fresh driver assist code, interface tweaks, and efficiency gains straight to the driveway. Third-party apps ride on the Android-based backbone, so new features like bi-directional charging or home energy management could arrive with a tap instead of a dealer visit. Chapter 10. Verdict. More power, more range, less money. That is the rare triple win in the current EV climate. The 2026 BMW iX distills luxury SUV comfort, sport sedan reflexes, and concept car theatrics into one of the most complete electric packages on sale in the United States. It might not silence every critic of its daring design, nor dethrone Lucid and Rivian on raw numbers, but it delivers something equally valuable: balance. In an EV market buffeted by policy swings and consumer doubt, BMW's updated iX hits the sweet spot where emotional want meets rational need, making it a compelling choice for American drivers ready to plug into the future without sacrificing performance or personality.